Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 with FC Groningen. We are in January now, in the 2021-2022 season. We are sat top of the table, 10 points clear. Now I am fully aware the majority of this is down to our formation, but you still need the players to be able to perform as well. We are 10 points clear. Everyone is now sat on 19 games, apart from NAC and Feyenoord for some reason. I don't know why, but they're not. Let's go through the transfers that I've done so far. There's been quite a lot of players have joined, mostly children, and quite a lot of players have gone out on loan as well. For £925,000 raising to potentially £1.6 million, our American winger Julian Green, who we got on a free transfer quite a long time ago now. He's not really played for us this season because he doesn't really fit the formation anymore. He's gone to Celtic. We've got some money for him. He hasn't really played at all this season, so to get any money from him is pretty good. And Feyenoord have snapped up our Italian striker Alberto Seri for potentially £2.2 million. I think it's 1.6 or 1.7 up front. So again, much like Julian Green, just not getting in the side, so we may as well move him on. In terms of loan deals, there's been quite a few big names go out on loan as well. Dino Hotic is the first. He's gone on loan to Fiorentina. Until the end of the season, they're paying all of his money, so I don't need to worry too much about his wages until the end of the season. Vitesse have picked up Radek Vodrazka, the central defender. He's played a few games for us this season, but he's not breaking into the back three at the moment, so he's gone on loan for the season. We're getting about 50k for him as well, which is good. Australian attacking midfielder / striker Mark Martinez has gone on loan to Excelsior for the rest of the season. They're not paying any of his wages, but he just needs some first-team football to get better. Along with Vodrazka, Vitesse have also loaned Kwame Abubakar until the end of the season. We're getting about 15k for him. And finally, we're going to get about £375,000 for loaning Gaston to Bari in Italy. He's played 14 games over 2 seasons for us so far. He's good. He's actually a very good footballer, but he just does not fit into our team at all at the moment, so he's gone out on loan as well. Also, Adam Cockbill has gone out on loan to Katwijk. Players in then, starting with the cheapest first. Brian Sonko, the Ugandan central midfielder. He's a deep-lying playmaker naturally. He's going to get retrained as a Mazzala, possibly a ball-winning midfielder. I really like the look of him. Free transfer from Proline. 2.5-star current ability, 4-star potential. For a free, he's a decent player. For 150k, we've raided Partizan for Dragan Milutinovic. Maybe, yes? Milutinovic. Yes, Dragan Milutinovic, the central defender, also kind of central midfielder. He's not really a central midfielder. He's only 18 years old, 2-star current ability, 4-star potential. Give him a couple of years, he'll probably be quite good. For 600k, we've gone to South Africa and more specifically Supersport United and signed Sifiwe Maboya. Yep, him. He's a striker, right winger, central midfielder. He's definitely a striker with stats like that. He's got 2.5-star current ability, 4.5-star potential ability. He's playing in the African Cup of Nations, I think, at the moment. He's a good young player, 19 years old, 9 caps, 4 goals already for South Africa. For 650k, Adrian Pasculea, the ball-winning midfielder from Romania. He's signed from US Craiova. Yep, them. He's come in. Decent young player once again, only 18 years old, not cost a huge amount of money, 2-star potential, 4-star current ability. I really like him because he's a ball-winner midfielder and we don't have many of those. Starting to get into the big money now, for £1.1 million from Braga, 19-year-old Portuguese midfielder Nicolo Alves has signed, and oh my word, he is absolute filth. He's at 3.5-star current ability, 5-star potential ability. He is already a wonder kid. He's playing for FC Groningen, and he's only cost us £1.1 million. For £1.4 million, Tadeusz Zahorski. Yes, German fullback, can play on both sides, although he's only one-footed. He sprained his ankle ligaments immediately. He is probably going to sit in the young FC Groningen for a year or two, maybe might get him loaned out. I was hoping he'd be a bit better. He's still got 2-star current, he's got 4.5-star potential ability, so he's still not a terrible footballer. I might retrain him actually to be a ball-winner midfielder. In fact, I'm already doing it. And finally, another fullback has joined for £2 million, Asen Zdravkov, The Bulgarian left-back, 7 caps for Bulgaria at the age of 20, 3-star current ability, 4.5-star potential ability. He's a defensive fullback, although obviously I don't play those. I'm going to be playing him there as a wing-back. This season probably won't get a huge amount of games. Next season he might be our number 1 left-back, depending on how well Kapi Jaba goes. So that is all of our transfers done. There is obviously the window is still open, so there's a little bit more time, although we don't have any more transfer budget. We might, and this is a very big might, we might be selling Gianfranco Bullhalder because he has a minimum fee release of £12.5 million, and Dortmund are really close to it. It's not £12.5 million, it's £25 million. Dortmund are bidding £12.5 million, and I'm rejecting them constantly, and he's still not upset. It will only be a matter of time. League table-wise, as I mentioned earlier, we are sat top of the table, 10 points clear of Ajax. We are halfway through the season, or just a little bit over halfway through the season. We have got a huge buffer between us and second place. I think we will have to have an absolutely shocking second half of the season if we are not going to win the league from this position. Since the last episode, we've only played 3 league games. We've also played Hertha in a friendly. We started off with a 6-2 victory against FC Twente. Carniero, Toivio gets another penalty. Karamoko gets himself a hat-trick. And Youssef Ramadan also gets a goal. Ondrej Mihalik also scores twice for FC Twente. 6-2 in the end. Comfortable victory. 3 more points. Then up against Roda JC. Now the scoreline is a little bit flattering because Roda were a lot better than it seems. We end up winning 4-1, but it did take until the last minute of the first half for Karamoko to open the scoring. Into the second half, Karamoko gets his second of the game. Yuri Boas and James Taylor also score. Renaud Emond scores for Roda JC in the 92nd minute. It was too little too late. 3 more points in the bag, keeping us firmly top of the table. Not that it makes any difference. Up against Hertha in a mid-season friendly, a 5-1 victory. Toivio scores a penalty. Carniero, Taylor, Noriega and Karamoko with the goals there. Carniero also picked up a little bit of an injury. And finally, our undefeated run almost came to an end against AZ Alkmaar. They were a hell of a lot better than us. We had 6 shots all game, 4 on target, scored 2 of them. They had about 17. We end up winning this one 2-1. James Taylor getting 2 goals, scoring the winner in the 84th minute. Stijn Woytens scores a goal for AZ Alkmaar in the 64th minute. I was expecting this one to be a draw. Luckily, we managed to pull through, giving us another victory and extending our unbeaten run from September the 26th of September, all the way, well, not 26th, sorry, the 3rd of October, all the way through now to potentially the 23rd of January. So we are on a ridiculously long undefeated streak. Today we're going to have Feyenoord and we're going to have Ajax in the Dutch Cup quarter-final. Can we get a Dutch Cup and the Eredivisie all in one season? Also, this has happened. Josh Timman has broken his ankle, so he's out for 3 to 4 months. And Isaac Wakera has injured his hip, so he's out for 2 to 3 months. Transfers out of the way for the moment. First match of the episode then, Feyenoord, who are underperforming massively, down in 11th place. I don't know why they're so far down, although, looking at points-wise, from basically about 12th all the way up to 4th, there is not a lot in it there. 7 points between 12th and 4th place. That is ridiculously close. The starting lineup we are going to go for. In goal is Fabian Cornunes. Tosin, Toivio and Ramadan are going to be the back 3. Kapi Jaba and Constant Nabu are going to be the fullbacks. Nicolò Alves is going to make his debut as a ball-winner midfielder alongside Gianfranco Bullhalder, who is still wanted by Dortmund. They made another offer. They're getting close to that £25 million minimum fee release. If he's still here by the end of next season, or by the end of the season, I'll be very surprised. Front 3, Sekou Karamoko, James Taylor and Gonzalo Carniero. Feyenoord, as we know, are not a terrible side. They've got Jonas Meffert, who used to be ours. They've got Matt Miazga, who used to be Chelsea's. They've got Sebastian Larsson. That's not Sebastian Larsson, is it? It's Sam Larsson. That's all right then. One of my main concerns about Bullhalder and Dortmund bidding for him is since they've started bidding, he's not been playing very well. And I know it's only one game. It is only one game, but he's normally a really consistent performer, getting sort of in the 7s. He got a 6.5, I think, against AZ, I think it was. So I'm a little bit concerned that he might be getting his head turned slightly. Speak of, Bullhalder has the ball across to Constant Nabu. back to Tosin. Midfield ball to Bolhalder, across Kapi Jabba, the fullback. Runs it a little bit, crosses it in. Karamoko's there on the head, controls, it's going all over the place. Constant Nabu has an effort. Alves is going to collect the ball, the youngster. Most of my players are. Forward to Constant Nabu. Nabu back to Alves, it wasn't the best of balls. Larson clears, only as far as Kapi Jabba, and that'll end the highlight. Karamoko with a free kick. Taylor's head. Tosin's there. Tosin forces a save. It's in the back of the net. Carniero's the goal scorer. Gianfranco Ballhalder turned the ball around. Found Gonzalo Carniero. 13 minutes on the clock. 1-0 up against Feyenoord. Hopefully extending our lead top of the Eredivisie. Kapi Jabba has just managed to get himself booked. Fun fact, he's normally called Janino. I don't know why he's called Janino Kapi Jabba on this, but for some reason in real life he's just Janino. Corner for Taylor to take. Toivio's there, doesn't win the header. It's a penalty. Toivio's going to take it. Of course Juna Toivio's taken the penalty. Steps up, the old man of Groningen. Where are you going to put it, Juna? Bottom right? You seem to put it bottom right a lot of the time. He's gone to the right-hand side. Keeper gets a fist to it, but it is in the back of the net. Juna Toivio has got 8 goals this season. He's 33 and a centre-back. 32nd minute, and it's more attacking football from us. Karamoko gets the ball, tries to cross it in, but it's cleared. Kapi Jabba to Alves. Alves, where are you going to go? Back to Kapi Jabba. Runs down the left-hand side, crosses in. Carniero's there. Karamoko's there. Gonzalo Carniero did a little header down to Karamoko, making it 3-0. I don't know what it is, but I seem to have the most unselfish strikers in the world. 33 minutes in, so straight after the goal, there is more football going on. Feyenoord with the ball coming forward. Torre. Romero Gamara gets tackled by Alves. Ballhalder back to Quinones. To Tosin. Tosin, where are you going to go? He's got Nabu up front. He's found Carniero. Carniero flicks a head on, but doesn't actually run onto it. Ayob. Forward to Sam Larson. Romero Gamara. Larson standing next to him. Crossfield ball finds Toure. Toure's got the fullback making a run. Is it Timchik? Timtrick crosses in, finds Romero Gamara. Larson in the area, has a go. For some reason, the keeper was already diving before he even kicked the ball, and it is 3-1. We've made it to half-time at 3-1 to the good Ajax, who are also beating VVV, which means we are still going to be 10 points clear. If VVV can equalise, then we'll be a little bit further ahead. Not going to bother doing any substitutions at half-time. I'm thinking I'm going to bring off one of the fullbacks. Nabu and Kapi Jabba are now both booked. That normally means one of them will get sent off. Nabu with the throw into the area. Doesn't get it to any of our players. Larson, the goal scorer for Feyenoord, can lump it upfield to Yuri. Yuri cuts inside Alves. Alves gets it back to the keeper. Quinones. Chested down, Ballhalder to Karamoko. Cross to Ballhalder. Taylor. Carniero. These three combining wonderfully. Taylor gets it back, doesn't manage to slide the ball through, and this counter-attack is not looking good. Yuri into the area, has to score. He does score. Hlanti with the assist. It was a great assist. He just lumped it upfield. Yuri's made it 3-2. And with that, Constant Nabu is going to come off for Ainsley Maitland-Niles. That's all I'm going to do at the moment. Ramadan's on a 6.6, but I feel like he kind of got rated down because he's not as fast as Yuri, which is a bit unfair. Ramadan with a free kick across to Maitland-Niles. The now fullback Maitland-Niles. I keep shifting him around. Crossed in, Miazga heads clear. Ballhalder manages to get there. Back to Alves. Niles. It was not a great pass, and the counter-attack possibly for Feyenoord is going to be on. Tosin gets it on the halfway line. Alves to Ballhalder. Ballhalder to Kapi Jabba. You can see that ball coming a mile off. Kapi Jabba crosses in, Taylor's there, heads it down, no he doesn't, Alves gets it back, Karamoko in the area, where are you going to go? Back to Alves, crossed in, not the best cross, and the counter-attack could be on once again. Are we going to keep it in? Alves does. Alves across to Juna Toivio, Ballhalder, Carniero, there's a goal at the end of this, Taylor to Maitland-Niles, and of all people, Ainsley Maitland-Niles has managed to score his first goal for FC Groningen, and it was an assist by James Taylor, so England and Scotland combining, making it 4-2. Told you there was going to be a goal at the end of that. Free kick for Feyenoord. Larson gets it edge of the area, just pings it into the area. It's 4-3. What is going on? We've conceded 3 goals. We have not conceded 3 goals in a very, very long time, and we are 4-3 up against Feyenoord at the moment. Hlanti with a free kick towards Miazga. It's cleared by Toivio. Romero Gamara gets the ball first. 2 players on him, but he's going to cross it in. Yuri at the front. It is 4-all. Our defence is just not... They're not here. They're actually not here. Tosin is going to get subbed immediately for Diaz. We're just going to have to play the outscore game, I think. We just need to get a 5th. Let's just get another goal. Quinones is on a 6.3. I don't have any other goalkeepers. Quinones is my goalkeeper. I might need to buy another goalkeeper. Into the final 5 minutes, and we have a highlight. Ramadan gets the ball from Quinones. Toivio lumps it upfield to Karamoko. Heads it down. Taylor's not going to get there. Ayob to Larson. Larson runs it into the area. Centre circle, sorry. Carniero's going to collect the ball. Carniero to Ballhalder. Ballhalder across. Karamoko in the area. 3 players to pick out. Crossed in. Not the best. Gamara now can clear it for Feyenoord, and the counter-attack is on. They don't have a huge amount of players up there at the moment. Benitez. Bilal, where are you going to go? Back to Benitez. Ayob in the middle. Bilal again. They're going to score from this, aren't they? Benitez crosses in. Gamara's there. Has a go. Son of a... This is not good. This is our first defeat in how long? That goalkeeper, I really need a new goalkeeper. I can't be dealing with that guy. 5 minutes of injury time. I'm not going to do any subs because striker-wise we're doing alright. It's defensively we're being absolutely appalling. 45 seconds to play. That's going to be it. We are going to lose our first game for God knows how long, and it is going to be a 5-4 defeat against Feyenoord, which is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Maitland-Niles can lump it upfield. Maitland-Niles heads it forward again. Doesn't go far enough. Bilal with the ball. 20 seconds to play. Runs down the right-hand side. He's got a player behind him as well if he needs to use him. Gets round his man. Crosses in. Yuri's there. Niles can clear it, but not far enough. Romero Gamara. Ballhalder tackles. Ballhalder lump it up the pitch. There's 4 seconds to play. Carniero hits Taylor. If he didn't hit Taylor, that would have gone through to Karamoko. And we have lost our first game in about 3 months. And we still scored 4 goals. The players appear to be in very good spirits, immediately falling quiet and looking up with admiration. They're looking up at admiration at me. Right, tell them it's disappointing. Passionately. No, assertively. You are not good enough today. Defenders, you are getting an aggressive shouting at. Disappointed with your defensive efforts. Some of them not best pleased, but tough. Quinones is also going to get himself a fine. Warn, no, discipline, poor performance, a week's fine because you were at fault for that game. We're about 2 days away from the Dutch Cup game against Ajax, and we've managed to sign another player, another youngster. 19-year-old Uruguayan central defender Raul Carreras has signed free transfer, completely on a free. He was from Cerro-Largo, didn't have a contract, didn't have a club. I saw someone else was after him, so I kind of threw a bit more money at him than he probably should have got. 2.5 star current ability, 4-star potential, decent looking player. Oh, this does not look good. So, Dortmund and Leverkusen are after him. So, Ballhalder to Leverkusen for 12.5 million, not happening. However, this is looking like some big numbers. £26 million, 13 million up front, 3.8 million in 2 instalments. After 50 games, we get another 4.5 million. After 10 games for Switzerland, we'll get another 4.5 million. I reckon we can squeeze some more out of them. I want, let's go 18. Give me 18 up front, 31 and stick that on the 5. I mean, this is massively optimistic, and we'll remove that, and we'll have that. I definitely want that. Oh Jesus, they've gone for it. Oh, okay. Well, Gianfranco Ballhalder probably not going to be here for much longer. 18 million up front, a whole load of money after some stuff, and a 50% sell-on. Can't go wrong with that. Dutch Cup quarter-final time. Ajax, a team that we've already beaten once this season. Although, after the last match, I'm now not as confident as I was a minute ago. The starting lineup that I'm going to go for, there's a little bit of rotation going on here. So, Quinones keeps his place in goal because I've got no other options at the moment. Diaz has come in to the back 3 in replacing Tosin. Juna Toivio and Youssef Ramadan keep their places. Constant Nabu and Capi Jabba are the fullbacks. Rezak comes back into the starting 11 alongside Felix Noriega. Ballhalder, I've put him on the bench because I feel like If he's potentially not going to be playing for us anymore, probably don't really want to play him against Ajax and risk getting an injury. Boas, Karamoko and Carniero are going to be the 3 strikers today. I've dropped James Taylor because James Taylor didn't have the best of games against Feyenoord. Now, I really want to win the Dutch Cup. I really, really want to win the Dutch Cup. Although now I'm concerned that after the Feyenoord result, we are not going to be anywhere near as good as Ajax now. And we're just going to get destroyed by Ajax, I think, this match. 12 minutes into the game and no highlights whatsoever. 4 shots for Ajax, not a single one on target. Janmaat with the throw. Kapi Jabba intercepts. Ramadan. Rezak. Back to Toivio. Forward. Yuri Boas. Nabu's making a run if he can pick him out. He does find him. Constant Nabu, 2 players in the box if he can cross it in. Finds Carniero. Yes, he does. Gonzalo Carniero has put it in to the back of the net. It is 1-0. 15 minutes on the clock. We are 1 step closer to the Dutch Cup semi-final. Corner for Ajax. Classy takes it. It's cleared. Niasse tries to get it back in. Ramadan finds Carniero. Lovely lump upfield to Boas. Boas is 1-on-1 with the keeper. Probably should have played it across goal, or at least he should have put it in the bottom corner. We do get a corner from it. Rezak to take. Rezak front post. Nope, straight into the middle. Cleared for another corner. Pavel Rezak takes it once again. Same place. Cleared by Baka. Rezak gets it back. Early kick into the box. De Lecker is now going to run it clear for Ajax. Plenty of Ajax players forward with the ball, being forced out wide. Crossed in. Quinones comes out and claims the ball comfortably. Good. I was worried that he was going to flap at it. Approaching the end of the first half, we are 1-0 to the good, although Ajax have had 8 shots to our 4. They've only got 1 of them on target. Right, we're at half time. Boas and Karamoko on 6.4s. Let's bring off Boas for James Taylor. Let's see if this suddenly kicks everyone back into gear. Push Karamoko out onto the right-hand side as well, because I imagine being a better complete forward, you want to be on those wing positions, and the central forward really just needs to be able to score goals. On the hour mark, and it is still 1-0, Rezak has picked up himself a yellow card. Strikers just not performing at the moment. Janmaat with the throw. Niasse controls it. In the middle to man's name. Ilad Tupa, sure. Ricky van Wolfswinkel, the experienced striker. Ramirez on the left-hand side, crossed in. Constant Nabu heads clear. Rezak gets it further, but only as far as Mabinga. Fleming, Janmaat into the area. Daryl Janmaat is going to put it in the back of the net. It is 1-1, and we probably do deserve to be drawing. We probably deserve to be losing, if I'm honest. Substitution time. Karamoko coming off. African Player of the Year, Karamoko, is coming off. He's just done absolutely nothing this episode, really. Noriega is going to come off as well. Gianfranco Borhalder, I don't care if you get injured at the moment. I'd rather win the Dutch Cup than get 20 or 32 million pound or whatever it is from selling you. Kapi Jabba with the throw in towards James Taylor, but doesn't get it. Borhalder, Kapi Jabba. Juninho Kapi Jabba runs down the left, doesn't manage to cross it in, but he's going to get the ball back once again. Across to Rezak. Rezak to Taylor. Taylor controls, finds Borhalder in the area. Crossed in, Taylor's there in the middle, and Gianfranco Borhalder and James Taylor have combined. 70 minutes on the clock. 2-1 to Groningen. Back looking like we're in the semi-finals again. Corner for Rezak. Plays out to Borhalder. Controls, has a go from distance. Gianfranco Borhalder. Imagine if that went in. What a way to sign off your Groningen career. 5 minutes to play. Kapi Jabba's cross comes in, cleared by the Ajax defence. Ramirez runs it down. It's 2-on-3 at the moment. Ramirez keeps going. Plenty of Ajax players joining in, but Groningen players also joining. Cross in, and it is at the front post. Giovanni De La Vega has equalised. It is 2-2. 5 minutes left to play. Does this go to a replay? Does it go to extra time? Does it go on away goals? I don't know. Kapi Jabba with a throw. 4 minutes to play. Fleming heads clear, but only as far as Rezak. Rezak finds Kapi Jabba. Forward to Borhalder into the area. Can he get another assist? Kapi Jabba crosses it in this time. Cleared. De La Vega, the scorer for Ajax. Ricky van Wolfswinkel. Forward to Omar Niasse. Runs into the area. Is he going to put it in the back of the net? Quinones makes the save. It is a corner. We are into the final 4 minutes. Ramirez takes. It's cleared. Back to Ramirez. Doesn't bother to control it. It's going to be a throw. Janmaat to take the throw on. Niasse runs forward. Ramadan can kick it straight off for a throw. Why didn't he kick outfield? He could have easily done it. Janmat's going to take the throw on to Niasse. Cleared by Carniero. That is what Ramadan should have done earlier. Marlon gets the ball. Okay, no highlight there. Not really sure why we had to seal that. There's no time left at all. It is going to end 2-2. It is the end of 90 minutes, so we go extra time. Oh, no. I really don't want to be doing extra time. Half of my players are knackered. So this is like a super duper extra long episode for a Friday. Sorry if you didn't want a really long episode. Congratulations if you did. So far, in extra time, we've not had a single highlight, and it has suddenly hit me that what's going to happen is if we go to penalties, we are going to be relying on Quinones. I'm not too keen on that. I'm going to say get creative. I don't know whether that's the best thing to tell them. Toivio with a free kick. First highlight of extra time. Bullhalder. Capi Jabba into the area. Carniero into the area again, and it is saved. It wasn't a very good shot from the Uruguayan. There's not a lot of time left at all. No highlights whatsoever during extra time apart from that Carniero effort. It is going to go to penalties, and I really do not like penalties, even fake ones. 10 seconds left to play. This is just going to be the final highlight of the match. It's going to run down the clock, and we are going to have a penalty shootout against Ajax for a place in the semi-final. Carniero gets the ball, runs it down the side, crosses in. Taylor's there. Oh, James Taylor, you absolute hero. James, you hero, James. Didn't want a penalty shootout. Don't know if you realise that. We've won 3-2. In the 121st minute, James Taylor has just scored a header. Oh, Carniero. What a ball. Taylor, like a salmon. Back of the net. 3-2. Dutch Cup semi-final. We're going there. We're actually going there. This has to be the final highlight. It is. It is all over. We've won after extra time. I cannot believe that. Oh, did the game hear me saying I didn't want to go to penalties? I went, fine, you won't go to penalties. I feel like I've won the cup. I've just won a match on extra time. I've still got 2 more games to go until I win the title. Dutch Cup quarter-final win then for FC Groningen. We were fortunate. You're damn right we were fortunate. We received 628k. Tomorrow, I think it's tomorrow, the Dutch Cup semi-final draw will take place. So let's go forward to that. And let's see what happens. Dutch Cup semi-final draw time, then it is going to be AZ, Groningen, NAC or PSV. Realistically, we don't want PSV, do we? We are at home. Okay. We are at home against AZ Alkmaar. PSV have NAC. We should be able to beat AZ. If we beat AZ, we will probably then be facing PSV in the final with a chance for our first trophy in charge in our final full season in charge. That is going to do it then for this episode. Quite an exciting episode. Lots and lots of transfers. Feyenoord game, not so happy with that. Ajax game, still not particularly happy with the Ajax game, but we did end up winning it. We are still top of the table, but the gap has been closed only slightly. Gianfranco Borhalder, this is probably the last time you will ever see him because he's probably going to be signing for Dortmund before we come back for the next episode. Also earlier I said this is a long episode for a Friday. It's not a Friday, it's a Monday. I thought it was going to be on a Friday. It's not. This is coming out on a Monday. Next episode, what we are going to do, we're going to do SC Heerenveen, one of the 3 teams that we have lost to so far this season. We're going to do Heerenveen in the league, and we're going to do Apoel in the Europa League first knockout round second leg. And then probably the episode after that will be AZ and Ajax. I assume maybe NAC. I don't know. Not worked out yet. Let's stop planning ahead, Stuart. Thank you very much for watching this very long episode of Football Manager 2018 with FC Groningen. Let's leave you with Gianfranco Borhalder, this will be the last time you'll see him. 59 games, 6 goals for us so far. He might get a 60th game. Who knows? If you did enjoy this episode, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. And I will see you next time. Gianfranco won't.